Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host, for this episode of Morning Coffee. Got my coffee and crochet, and I got my crochet. I'm going to take a sip. Oh my goodness, this is my first sip of the day. I need coffee. So good, so good. Okay, guys, so on today's agenda, first of all, apologies for the hair. I threw it up really fast, and I see that I have hair coming out. So sorry about that. Okay, let me tell you what this morning's episode is going to be about, okay? So we've got a lot of things that I want to talk to you about. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Robin. Good morning. First of all, I want to say about Happy Mail. I got some Happy Mail, and I want to acknowledge that. And I want to show you one of my Happy Mail items. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Let me see who else is here. Wendy. Good morning. Hey, Kelly, Nikki, Robin, Kelly. Okay. All right. So good morning, everybody. And so I have Happy Mail that I want to talk about. I have Clover crochet hooks I want to talk about. And I want to show you something. And then, oh, there was something else. Oh, shopping. Oh, that's not right. Shopping. I have some shopping that I want to talk about, and I want to show you. Okay, I want to show you something that I got by shopping, and then I want to show you projects that I've been working on. So that's 4 things that I want to talk to you about today, and then who knows what else we'll talk about, right? Because our morning coffee and crochets can just go all over the place. So anyway, what is that? Oh, okay. Good morning, Wendy. Yeah, you were watching Wednesday's video. Okay, awesome. All right. So let's see what to talk about first, because there's so much to talk about. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is Happy Mail. So I got just the loveliest card from Connie at Just Another Stitch. And so I just want to thank you, Connie, for that really sweet card. You are, hey, Nikki, yay. You were very, very sweet and thoughtful. And so I just thank you for that. That was really sweet. And I appreciate your kind words and just the fact that you put that card in the mail for me. People don't do, mailing cards and letters. That's not, we text, we messenger, we Facebook post, we, we do all kinds of things. But to actually write a card and put it in the mail, it was just really special. So I just want to thank you for that. And then I have something to show you. And look at these. I'm going to come up close and personal here. Now, I'm not going to show you the bottom because it's got dog hair and cat hair on the bottom. Yeah, it happens. But these are adorable. Look at these. And so, some people wear them this way if they want to just slip on. And then if you need to keep them on your feet, then you can put them back this way. I've been wearing them this way because I'm in Florida and I like to slip my shoes on and off. Can you see the yarn balls in there? See the yarn balls? Are they just the cutest thing ever? And of course, they're Crocs. And they just are so pretty. And look at this. This is so pretty. It's like a rainbow. It's just so pretty. Anyway, they're both just adorable. They're both so cute. And let's see. They're both a little bit different. No, let's see. Okay, they both have the same design on them. So the left to right. I see a cat here. Anyway, they are so adorable. And thank you, Robin. for such a thoughtful gift. I love them, and I wear them all the time. And I put them so that I can like slip my feet in them. So, oh, and I got a story. I have a story to tell you. Only a couple of you know. But anyway, so when I go in the garage now, I put those Crocs on because, and I'll tell you a story. So for those of you who remember the spider story, anyway, oh, I do. I love them. I love them. They make me so happy, and I just love them so much. So thank you. I really appreciate that. And what a surprise, because I've been getting things in the mail. I've been ordering things for my day camp. And so every day something comes in the mail, and sometimes it's a little thing, and sometimes it's a big thing, like a camping rocking chair. You know, hey, you know, a girl needs a rocking chair when they go camping, right? A girl needs a rocking chair anytime, okay? And I'm a short girl, and this one is a camping rocking chair, so it's a little lower to the ground. It's not so low that it's hard to get out of, like a beach chair. It's a little bit high. It's higher than a beach chair, lower than one of those regular chairs. So my legs are short. And so when I sit in those other chairs, like I call them soccer mom chairs, you know, the edge of the chair cuts my thigh right where my knee is, like right underneath the knee. And eventually it just starts cutting into it. It just feels really uncomfortable, you know, if you sit there long enough, because my legs are short. So, you know, my legs are kind of, sometimes in those chairs, they're just hanging, right? I know, Robin, right? So this camping rocking chair is perfect because it's lower than a regular soccer mom chair, but it's higher than a beach chair. So you don't have to like whoop down into it like a beach chair and then like try get somebody to help you get out of it. This one is just really nice, and it doesn't have the what do you call those? The runners or whatever you call those that like on a normal rocking chair. It has shock absorber looking things in the back. I don't know what to call it, but anyway, it gives you the rocking motion, but the chair itself doesn't move. It doesn't have any, you know, so you're not going to like fall over. Yeah, it doesn't have the rockers. Right. Thanks, Jody. Hey, Jody, good morning. And but it has these they look like pumps or like shock absorber things. Hey. Hey, Jody. And so anyway, it's just a very comfortable chair. Yeah, and my mom's short too. She's just a little bit shorter than me. And so I had her sit in it, and because I got two of them. So anyway, so I had her sit in it, and she said yes. It got her approval, her seal of approval. So anyway, so we've had things come in the mail, and so I was telling you a story. This is not the story, but this is a story. So when the shoes came in the mail, Mom was like, "Oh, what did you get this time?" And she's feeling them, and she's like, "They feel like shoes." And I said, "No, you know, I hadn't ordered any shoes. No." She's like, "No, they really feel like shoes." No, they can't be. You know, and I was like, "I don't know what they are." So, anyway, I was doing something, and so she said, "Did you ever open those?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I forgot." And so she's like, "Well, hurry up and open them. I think they're shoes." I'm like, I promise. She's like, maybe you ordered shoes in the middle of the night and you don't remember." Yes, Kelly, those other chairs are very hard to get out of. So anyway, she said, maybe you ordered shoes and in the middle of the night and you don't remember. I'm like, "No, I really didn't, Mom. I know I didn't order any shoes. No." And she's like, "Well, they really feel like shoes. I really think they're shoes. So hurry up and open them so we can see." And so I opened them and I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're shoes." And I just thought that they were like, I didn't have my glasses on. I just thought that they were really, really pretty colors. And of course, I love colors. So I'm like, they're shoes. And Mom was laughing. She's like, I knew they were shoes. I knew they were. And are you sure you didn't order them? You ordered them, didn't you? And I'm like, no, I really didn't order these shoes. And so my sister-in-law, my sweet sister-in-law, she wears Crocs or Easy Spirit all the time. She's a pre-K teacher. She's been a long-term kindergarten and pre-K teacher for almost 35 years. Okay. If it's not 35, she's coming up on 35. It's a long time. And so she wears these shoes. And we're in Florida, so she's allowed to wear, and with her grade level and everything, she's allowed to wear shorts, and of course they have to be appropriate, and t-shirts, and so she gets fun t-shirts and different things like that. She's allowed to wear that. She doesn't have to be like professional dressed. She can wear casual. So she has like a ton of these, and then the Easy Spirit that she can slip on. They're the slip-on Easy Spirit that don't have the back. And so she gets them in all different colors, and so she coordinates and everything, and that's her thing. The kids love it. And so I was like, well, maybe Tanya got them for me, because she loves these shoes, and I'm pretty sure I saw these shoes on her, because she had some that were really lots of colors. And so I messaged her, and then I put them on, and I was walking around, and I looked down, and I said, yarn balls, yarn balls. And I'm looking down, and Mom's like, what? I'm like, there are yarn balls down there. Hey, Brenda, it's got yarn balls on them. And I was like, Robin. I mean, I immediately knew. When that was yarn balls, I just immediately knew. I was like, Robin, these are from Robin. Oh my gosh, like a month and a half ago or something, she had messaged me and said, what's your shoe size? And I told her. And then, I forgot about it. She forgot about it. Yeah, thanks. And I love them. But I was like, yarn balls. I was like, what? Why are you yelling yarn balls? So I think that should be our expletive from now on. Like when something goes wrong, we just go, yarn balls. Anyway, so I figured it out. Robin was the culprit. So thank you, Robin. I really appreciate it. I do love them. And it was a fun day, trying to figure out yarn ball. Little tents that people order to sit at outdoor games. Yes. Single person pop-ups with plastic window. I have. And you know what else I got? I got one of those pop-up showers. Hard to stay angry saying yarn balls. I know, Wendy. I know. Exactly. So, yes, I ordered one of those pop-up shower things, and it's like one of those pop-up tents. And I ordered one, and it has a zipper. It doesn't have a window. But I ordered that to put our little porta potty in. So when we're on the property, the girls have a little place, privacy. So anyway, so that was one of my stories. That was Happy Mail. Okay, so on to the next story. Yes, it is a necessity, especially for us gals, right? Yes. The guys, oh my goodness, look at my hair. Honestly, I just threw it up in a bun. It's not a bun. It's a ponytail, but it's on top of my head. It's crazy. Guys, they can, fend for themselves. They're rustic, and us gals, we can too, but we have different plumbing, so it doesn't always work that way, we're tough too, but, not if you only day camp. And that's what I do. I only day camp. I don't night camp. Not yet. Okay. I may turn into Queen of the Jungle, but not yet. Okay. Next on the agenda, let's talk about, okay. Yes, Kelly, exactly. Put stickers and write Happy Mail on it so she opens it right away. I know. So let's talk the next thing. Now, the next thing is not quite as happy, but it's necessary, and I want to talk about it. Okay, so many of us, now you know I talk about Clover crochet hooks all the time. So I'm going to take my hooks out, and I am going to show you. Now, in this one, I'm missing one because it's in a project, but these are 9 out of 10 of my comfy camping is the way to go. Yes. Yes. And somebody on here keeps reminding me that it's glamping, and it's kind of like what I'm doing because I'm not a rustic person at all. Okay. So these hooks right here are Clover hooks. They are original Clover hooks, and these are the real deal. Okay, and I should have had this open. Okay, these hooks are not Clover hooks. They are, what did she call it? Counterfeit Clover hooks. Counterfeit Clover hooks. Don't be fooled. So there was recently a very nice deal on Amazon. Now these Clover crochet hooks have been $80 for a 10 pack. $80 for a 10 pack. And actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. They actually put 11 in here. So this one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I knew one was missing in this one because it's in one of my projects. It's my eye hook. But so this is Clover. This is Clover. This is not Clover. Yes, Jody, it happened. It happened. So I got so excited when I saw $32 and change, I think, 32 something for Clover hooks. And many of us did get excited. And I'm like, Clover hooks, the way to go. I love these hooks. These hooks are, they save my hands. They really do. I've tried other ergonomic hooks. There's one that starts with a B and ends with an oi, and it's just a big old oi. Okay, I don't care for them. They're heavy. The tips turn in the in this. Yeah, Wendy, good question. Good question. I'm going to go over it really quick. I'm not going to bore you with all of this technical stuff, but I am going to go over it. So these are heavy. I have tried Susan Bates. I have not tried the I don't think, does she have ergonomic? Because I have to have ergonomic for my hands. So I have tried Susan Bates. They work really well, but I'm in love with, they have ergonomic. Okay. I might look into the Susan Bates ergonomic, but I love Clover. Clover is the way to go. Okay, so I already have 2 or 3 of these sets. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Jody. I never take that. Yeah, they have new ones. Okay, cool. I never take any offense to all caps and stuff because I know it happens. I worked in an office where you would have to have your cap lock on in order to do your work because of whatever program you were in. A certain department would have to have caps on. And so when you would message them, sometimes they'd message back in all caps. And so that doesn't bother me. Not at all. I know it happens. I know some people, you know, it's like, why are you yelling at me? But no, doesn't bother me at all. And so anyway, let's talk about the difference, okay? Because there is a major difference. I even let my husband, who you know, I let him hold both of them, and he was like, oh yeah, I can tell the difference. I can see the difference right away. Okay, so first of all, these are both J hooks. Both J hooks, and I've got them as even as I can, and you can tell fake on the right, Clover on the left. So there we go. Fake on the right, Clover on the left. Can you see the difference in the Clover is just a little bit higher, and this, do you see how this is flat? This has just a gentle flatness to it, and this one is just a very stark flat. So I'm going to turn them to the side. This is the side view. Okay, so do you see there is a difference? In fact, they're both supposed to be 6 millimeter. I'm not sure that the fake ones are really even measured correctly. And then this is the back. Do you see how Clover just has a gentle curve? And they're supposed to be, Wendy, they're supposed to be the same size. They're supposed to be 6 millimeter, both of them. And this is the back. Do you see how flat that is and how this has just a really stark ridge? Yeah. Yeah. So now this is the Clover and this is the fake. Okay. And then you can see the difference in the metal. This is a heavier metal. Clover is a lightweight metal, and it's brushed. This one is shiny because it's painted. And as I run my hand over it, there's a snag right here. And there's a ridge right here as I'm running my hands over it. On another one, yeah, they're bulky, yeah. Yes, they were listed as Clover. They had a photo of the Clover packaging. The whole description was Clover, Clover, Clover. It wasn't similar to Clover. It didn't say a replacement for Clover, an inexpensive replacement for Clover hooks. It had the picture of the Clover packaging. It had pictures of the Clover hooks. It called itself Clover, but it was counterfeit. And yeah, counterfeit. So anyway, oh my, right here where your yarn goes, it's so rough. If I put my yarn through there, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. But if I go back and forth this way now, there's a ridge there. Okay. It's going to slow down your crochet. Right. Apparently a bunch of people did. I was seeing a lot of mad people too. It's not even close to the same, and it's very poor quality. Very poor quality. Even a $1.99 non-ergonomic B with an oi hook is better than this one. This cheap imitation of Clover. Because it's counterfeit. They didn't accidentally pull from a different bin, because nobody got the real thing from this company. Nobody. Everybody that I saw was ripped off, right? So if you happen to be one of the ones, exactly Kathleen, exactly Kelly, and exactly Nikki, and yeah. So if you were one of the ones, one of the unlucky ones, and you got these and you thought that they were Clover, please know that they're not. Clover is such a high quality crochet hook. Such a high quality crochet hook. Now, let me tell you, it's very wrong that they did that, because they're stealing your money. So what I did, I contacted Amazon. Somebody else that I know, and I'm not going to tell her story, but so I'm not going to name names, but somebody else I know who bought a set, emailed the company, emailed Amazon, and told them that, they were fake hooks that, and went into the details and everything. And she was issued a refund by Amazon. Oh, it is Robin. Okay. Thank you, Robin, for the permission. I would never out somebody. So Robin also ordered these crochet hooks because they're Clover, and what a deal. Because Clover hooks, if you buy them on their own, they can be $8.99, $9.99 for one hook, depending on, what kind of sale you might get, but that's full price. So, 10 Clover hooks for $32 is an amazing price. And when I first bought my first set, I paid $27 for a set of 10 Clover hooks. And oh, I wish, right, Robin, up to $12.99 for one hook, depending on what size you get. I so wish that I had purchased. Good morning, Carla. Yes, I bet they did. So last night I got online and I did a chat. I didn't email them. I did one of their chats. And I got a really nice rep named Angel. And she at first didn't understand the severity of what I was talking about because okay, so I was chatting with Lori yesterday, because she was asking me about the quality, and she was asking me, well, are these similar to, are they as big as Clover hooks? Are they, similar to Clover hooks? Are they, and I kept saying, you're not going to get me to say anything. Right. Hi, Carla. You're not going to get me to say anything good about these hooks. I said, let me tell you how I feel about these hooks. I feel like the equivalent of this, because I was looking forward to these hooks how long did it take? A month and a half? 2 months? I don't know. It was a long time for these hooks to come in. And every day I would wake up and I would say, maybe they'll come in today. Maybe they'll come in today. And I felt like when I got them and I found out that that I did receive the counterfeit, and I was warned ahead of time. So I was kind of prepared for it, but I really wasn't, because when I got it, I felt like, a little 3-year-old who was being handed an ice cream cone, and instead of it getting into my hand, the person threw it down on the ground on a hot summer day and said, oh, too bad. And that's how sad I felt when I found out that these were not. I was really mad, actually. I was really, yes, an M Clover hook at Michael's. Right. Sometimes, yeah. And those bigger hooks, they can be even, more expensive. So anyway, so the answer is yes, there's a difference. The answer is, I know, right, Jody? Well, I was mad. I was like mad sad, I was like, I want them arrested. So, right? I was so disappointed. So, and also, yeah, people want to steal your money. And that's what's really sad, Jody. Exactly. And because this right here is stealing. There's no quality in this. This is painted. I know it is. And because I know that as soon as you start using it and you're snagging your, your yarn and especially if you're a brand new, yes, yarn balls. Exactly. That's right. Yeah, I was so mad. So mad. Don't steal my money. So anyway, I kind of had to convince her that, because she was saying, well, what we can do is contact the seller, and if within 48 hours they contact you back, then we don't investigate. And so I said, are you telling me that these people, as long as they contact me within 48 hours and offer to reimburse me when they receive these counterfeit hooks back, then you're not going to investigate them? And I said, I don't think that they're going to follow through, and I don't think they're going to give me my money back, because they just stole my money. and they knew what they were doing. So anyway, she just kept elevating it. And so finally at the end, she said, well, since these are counterfeit, because I said, my cousin just got a full refund because they were counterfeit, and there's widespread fraud going on. And I said, not only that, but they advertised one thing and they sent me a counterfeit through the mail. So isn't that mail fraud? And I'm like, that's criminal, and so they're stealing money and blah, blah, blah. So she said, well, we can elevate it and it will go to the Amazon A to Z department, Amazon A to Z guarantee department or something like that. And they're supposed to issue a full refund. So I'm holding on to these just in case they're going to make me mail them back. But from what I understand, they're going to issue me a refund. There's no way that I am letting anyone use these hooks, because I tell you, if you are new to crochet and you pick up one of these hooks and you think, oh, because they're colorful and, they have pretty colors on them and, they look like they're ergonomic, that maybe they will work. See, and I'm feeling all of them and they all have ridges. Ugh, terrible. And, if you were a newbie crocheter and you picked up one of these, you would start feeling like, I'm not good at crochet. I can't crochet. There's something wrong with me. But no, there's something wrong with your hook, because they're not good hooks. Got the invoice and found out you ordered the bag to hold the iron in. That is terrible. I'm so sorry that you got ripped off like that, Jody. Yarn balls. Yeah, definitely yarn balls. Nothing good about that. Nothing good about that. So these are CRAP with all caps, yarn balls. And so please, if you did order them, don't feel like, and I'm offended for Clover. I'm offended for Clover because, and you know what? And see, there's even a hole in their little bag. I just lost one. You know what? I just thought about that. I am going to copy the, right? Burn them. Right, Kelly? I know. So I'm going to copy the Amazon link and send it to Clover and tell them that they are being scammed. So, no, Jody, that's a great idea. Great idea. So I'm going to do that because they need to know there are scammers out there. And, we're not just, crafters, or I don't know. I think that they think that we're like, kindergartners cutting and pasting, a picture for our mommy. No, we are artists and we deserve good quality. And if you are going to tell us that, right. Oh, Jody. What, Jody? What? Gotta go. Gotta go type. I know. No, I'm not letting anybody use those hooks because I care. That's why I care. And I love Clover hooks. Clover is my jam. Okay. Chairs to find out they sold me camp stools. No. My husband is funny. He and his sister, my sweet sister-in-law, they like to look at Facebook Marketplace, the local marketplace thing. And he's always looking at things. Yeah. That's terrible. You ordered chairs to find out they sold you camp stools. And even Wish, people order things on Wish. You know what Wish is? Wish is, I wish I hadn't wasted my money most of the time. And so anyway, yes. You were supposed to send ship back to China, which cost a fortune. Exactly. Not even, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's international crime, mail fraud. It's terrible. Yes, don't Wish. No, that's, yeah. Oh, let's see. Hey, Ann, in Australia, you have laws about false advertising. You know, we do too here, but I don't know. I've never been involved in anything like that, right? So I don't know how far it's going to go. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to look for my refund. Um, yeah. Oh, you got some too. Yeah. One wooden crochet hook and you got sent the whole one. Wow, Matt, that's good. Wow. Last time, Kathleen, you ordered once from Wish and it was the last time. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to be, hey, Matt, it's good to see you. And I wanted you guys to be aware of this issue because I absolutely, positively, 100% love my Clover hooks. I like to tell me to, oh, we're going to take your Clover hooks and we're going to give you something else. I will fight you. I love these hooks so much. They are, I don't know, they're my tools of the trade. These are the ones that get me through. And, and I completely understand and appreciate anyone who has another favorite hook. I 100% understand and appreciate your love for your hooks because I love and adore my hooks. And they feel perfect on my hand. The way I hold my hook is a knife hold. They fit my hand perfectly. They don't hurt my hand. And I am never giving these hooks up. I mean, I would be completely shocked if I ever gave up my Clover hooks. I'm so in love with these Amore hooks that I won't even try the other Clover brand that have the, dare I say it, the strange looking, not as pretty ergonomic hooks, because I'm like, why would I try those ergonomic hooks? They're like flat and they look like rectangles, little brown rectangles, I don't know. So I'm sure that their hooks are just as good, but I'm not in love with the shape of that ergonomic. Kelly, you have a few of those. Do you like them? Because I am curious about them. Now that I think about it, I might need to go try one because I do love a good Clover. Yes, mustard, yellow, and brown. Well, I was going to call it something else, but yes, it is mustard, yellow, and brown. And have you tried those? Do you like them as well as these Clover hooks? Have you tried both of them? I'm very curious, and I would love to know your opinion. I may have to do medical equipment. No, right? Okay, Matt uses Susan Bates' ergonomic hook, and that's his favorite. Well, I wouldn't be, averse to trying, but I can just tell you, I'm in love with these. So I might try some other ones. Clover Soft Touch. That's right. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Anne. Those are called Clover Soft Touch. They might be just as good. I don't know, but I love these. So enough about my soapbox and my story about Amazon. And hey, Alice, good to see you. So that was one story. So let me show you. Okay, remember I said, because I've got a couple more things to go. I've got some yarn to show you that I bought, and I'll tell you how I got it. I told you how I was going to get it. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. And so then I'll show you some things that I've been making with it because there's something on here that you might be interested in. Something new that I've never done before. And I just had this idea. Okay, let's see. Kelly says she does like them. They work very smoothly. The issue that I have with my hands, I should use ergonomics. Yes, I agree. Hey, Tara. Hi, Carla. Okay. So here we go. Oh, there's more. Okay. All right. So I I need a little bit of coffee before I tell you this story. And then I've got a story that I hope doesn't trigger people because it's like an outdoor critter story that got inside and shouldn't have. Not an alligator. Okay. Excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat. Okay. Anne loves soft touch. The Clover soft touch. She has small hands, so better for you than a more. Wow. I may have to try them. I have short, stubby fingers, so I may have to try them. Okay, so I told you guys a while ago that I had been placing orders on Walmart pickup for groceries and things. And I told you that, did you know that you can yarn shop through there? No, they don't have a category that says yarn. They do have one that says crafts. Doesn't have yarn on it. So go up to the little hourglass, not the hourglass, but the little magnifying glass. Click it and type in yarn. Well, I've been into cotton yarn, so I typed in cotton yarn. Right, Wendy? Not an alligator. So I typed in cotton yarn, and they had the yarn for $1.77, and it was the peaches and cream. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that they were all peaches and cream. So they're all peaches and cream, and they were $1.77. And so what I did was I went down the list and I got one of every available color that they would give me because I wanted them. And because I didn't think that they were going to give me all of them. And I still don't know if, no, they did. They gave me all of the ones that I asked for. So here's the peaches and cream, and it says original. So this peaches and cream original, let me see. That one's pretty soft. This one's pretty soft. There were a couple of them that were a little rough. I worked with the, okay, this one's rough. I worked with the yellow yesterday, and I'll show you that. This one is called Sunshine. Sunshine, yeah. And so I got 1, 2, and this one is denim, and it's a multicolor. It's really pretty. $1.77. Now, of course, the ones that were stripes, and this one is peaches and cream stripy. The ones that were striped, yeah, that they are 2 ounces and 102 yards. 102. The solid colors are 2.5 ounces and 120 yards. Yes, they have a lot of, you made swanky chicken pot holders. Woo, Jody. I love it. I love a good chicken. So this one is black, which, yeah, I can see it now. I thought maybe it was denim, but it's black. And let's see what else I got. Okay, I used this one. This one is in rosemary. It's a pretty color. This one is really pretty, actually. I really liked it. This one is in forest green. Right, Wendy, I know. Smushed. Yeah. This one, oh, I used a little bit of this one. This one is dark taupe. I have little fuzzies because I was cutting the ends of yarn. Swanky chicken pot holders. Woo. Then I have this one is mint. Very pretty. And I have, I think this one is pumpkin. No, this one is bright orange which who doesn't need a bright orange anything, right? What a happy color. This one is red. I love a good cone too. I really do. I've got a couple, but they're, you know, kind of basic colors. This one is called Quiet Dahlia. And I mean, I got this all in the pickup. Okay. There were 2 grocery bags of yarn. Happy girl here. Royal. And since I'm on this crazy cotton crochet kick, see what I did there? I'm on a crazy cotton crochet kick. And so I just needed all of these colors, and I'll show you what I've been doing. This one is pink, pastel pink. Now, remember, when I placed the order, I didn't look at colors. I just said 1, 1, 1, 1. Actually, there was one that I didn't get. No, maybe there wasn't. Okay, this one is really cute. This one is a stripey, and it's called Green Stripes. I like that one. It's very, very happy. And I just saw somebody say Walmart has the cheapest cones, and they really do. They are cheaper than Michael's, than Joann, Hobby Lobby. They do have the cheapest cones, like $9.99. Even if you get them like online, even when they're on sale online, they're not $9.99. Now, oh, good, Matt. That's where you buy yours. The only problem with that is sometimes you don't get all the amazing colors in the cone if you get them from Walmart, but the price is right. The price is definitely right. Okay, so this one is, I think this one was lime green. I lost the wrapper on that one. Yeah. But I do like a good sale. I definitely like a good sale. And then this one is, oh, why can't I see it? Oh, here we go. Black Currant. And this one's so gorgeous. Yeah, Hobby Lobby color is softer sometimes. I know, Jody. I want to make them in all the colors, and I want to show you what I've been doing. Let me see if there's any more down here. No. Okay. There's no more down there, but I know that there was another color because I used it all, and I'll show it to you. So, okay, and I don't even remember what the colorway was called. Maybe it was rainbow. I don't remember. Okay, so anyway, this right here is a C2c dishcloth. And then I did, oh, here we go. And then I did a border on it. Did I do a border on it? On all sides? Yes. I did a single crochet border on it. Or did I? No. No, I did not. Because it was pretty straight anyway. So, and then what I did was just a loop in the corner here. This one I love. I love the color. I love the way it came out. Beach towel in Hobby Lobby cotton is turning out really nice. Wow, Colleen, that's really great. A beach towel. Wow. That's amazing. Yes, this is very festive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for my finger. And I love the colorway too. And I wish that I still had the wrapper, but I don't see it in my box. And I use the whole thing of that. So I made 15 yesterday. 15. I made 5. Excuse me. It's my little word dyslexia thing going on. Oh, I didn't show you this one. Okay. This one is in Oasis. And this one is tans and browns. Yeah. Yeah. C2c. I wasn't sure how I would like it with the cotton and with this colorway because I just wanted the colors to show. So I actually had started doing a dishcloth, just going back and forth. Couldn't find one on YouTube. Nobody's tried this before. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Oh, cool. And so anyway, I ripped it all out. I got like 4 rows. I got like this far in, and I ripped it all out because I just didn't like the way the colors were. You know, it wasn't showcasing the colors like I wanted it to. So then I tried the C2c, and I was like, you know what? I really like that because it's like little blocky colors. Because like, look at, like, here's the yellow in a block, here's a pink in a block, here's a teal in a block, teal in a block, here's a green. And it just seemed like it was showcasing the colors a little bit. So I just like that. So that's one. Let me put some of this yarn back. So now I'm kind of wishing that I had gotten 2 of each. 2 of each. So because there's a couple colorways on here that I adore, and I would not mind making more of what I made. But okay, so we have this one, and then I found on the Yarnspirations website, they had an email that they sent out, and it was like 80 dishcloths and towels, you know, for every thing. I see another Walmart order. I know, right? And they knew me there. Mom was joking. She's like, you know, instead of coming up and saying, you know, what's your name? They should come up and say, hey, Barbara, what do you have today? Let's see. So they had this pattern for, it was like a nautilus shell pattern. But you were supposed to use scrubby yarn, which I have, but I didn't have any in front of me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try it with this colorway. So I tried it. And this is the nautilus pattern. So when you use the scrubby, then it's like all puffed up, you know? And so anyway, this is a nautilus pattern, and it's, let me show you how big it is. So like, there we go. So it's the size of my hand. So, and it's a dish scrubby, and it was supposed to be, you know, using the scrubby yarn. But I used the regular cotton. So it's, you know, you can still use it for like a little dishcloth. So what if you had, you know, glasses that you needed to get into, and you don't want to use a big dishcloth to get in there because it's just too bulky? So anyway, I made 2 of those, which I just think are adorable, in the same colorway as this. So I've made kind of a set. So we have this and 2 nautilus shells, or a face scrubby. That's right. And then I have this one. So I had this much yarn left. So I thought, well, let me make a circle. And I did. And I went as far as the circle would let me. And then I did a yellow border. And I thought it was just really happy. So then I was into the yellow, and the yellow is a little scratchy. So the yellow is like really tough feeling, right? A spa set. Yes. Oh, make a second one with a scrubby and sew them together. Matt, I love that idea. I love that idea. And I am probably going to do that. Yeah, because that is amazing. So one side is the cotton and one side is the scrubby. I love that idea. So then this one I did in just the yellow, and it's just a granny square. It is a granny square with a solid granny border, and a round bar of soap between. You know what I could do is, what if I left this little bit open so that you could put a bar of soap in there, right in here, right? Huh. I like that idea. I like it a lot. So anyway, this is my set. So like this is the gift set that I'm thinking. So start with a flat yellow granny, go to the round dishcloth or washcloth or whatever you want to call it, like this, and then the square C2c, and then 2 of these. Anyway, I just thought that that made a nice little set. It tied in all the colors together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5. That's kind of neat. I like that. So I made that. The only thing that I followed a pattern for in this one was the Nautilus shell. And nice. Oh, okay. You close it up. And then, okay, Alice, this is what Alice does, okay? She gets a small bar of soap and she puts it inside of the scrubbies or whatever. So like if this was the scrubby part and this was the regular, and then she sews it together, she sews it all completely up with the soap in there. And then when the soap is gone, soap inside is good for camping too. Wow, it's kind of like soap on a rope. Nice. So when the soap is gone, then she just uses it as a regular scrubby. So it's kind of like a one and done with the soap. That's a nice idea. I like that. So anyway, that's a nice little set. I made that yesterday. I was pretty happy with that. So then the day before, my Walmart order that came in with this yarn, I saw in the, I wanted to, I've been canning, and so I was looking in the dishcloth aisle for cheesecloth, and because I bought some, it's somewhere safe in the kitchen. We can't find it. We cannot find it. So thank you, Carla. So anyway, I found a set of flour sack dishcloths, and I didn't realize how big they would be. Wow, they are really big. Big, really big. Really, 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 really big. Okay, so I actually threw away the wrapper for that one too. So there were a set of 10, and I think they were $9.99. Yeah, so they were like $1 a piece. Oh, thanks, Matt. Everybody, if you could hit like on here, that would be great. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. And so anyway, I bought 10 of these in a set, and they're nice and thin. And look, see, they're like flour sack cloths. I love these. First of all, I love these for canning and cooking. I love that they're thin. I love that they're just like linen. They're just so soft and squishy and pliable. And I feel like this would just, it's a good quality. It's a good quality. So anyway, there were 10 of them for $9.99. Great price. I've got 10 of them. Let me show you what I did. So when I saw how big they were, and I like held it up in front of me, and I was like, an apron. An apron. Oh, Matt is Tara. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Hi, Tara. Okay, I was wondering who Tara was. I don't know if you saw me like scrolling up. I'm like, I didn't see Tara. Where's Tara? But thank you, Tara. I appreciate it. Okay, so I held it up, and I thought, the first thought in my head was an apron. So I follow a lady, she's Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and she does farming and homesteading, and she does cooking, and like there's chickens and all kinds of things like that. Well, she always wears these really cute, really cute aprons, and it's like a one-piece apron. It crisscrosses, and then she puts her arms in and her head, and then she's done. Well, it's a sewing project, and I've thought it was an easy sewing project. There really wasn't a whole lot of sewing to happen. Sewing up the edges, and so it was like one rectangle, and then another like little part for the top. No, she did one rectangle around and then the straps. So it was really very simple. And I thought, well, one day I might do that. Well, the cloth that she uses is duck cloth. And because she finds that is really good in the kitchen for canning. And it's just really good in the kitchen for a good apron. It protects her clothing, and it's just a little bit thicker than, cotton. So, when you're canning, if you're spilling, or getting tomato juice everywhere or whatever, it's better, she finds. Well, the duck cloth is like $10 a yard, and you need, I think, 2 yards in order to make an apron. And so that's the only thing that's been stopping me, because I'm like, I could buy an apron already made for $20 that's a good quality. I don't want to buy the fabric and then have to go to all the work to make an apron for the same price that I could buy one. I mean, I like to work smart, not harder, and I don't really like to work hard. I like to do what I like to do. So I had this idea of an apron. So let me show it to you. And I'm really happy with it. There was no sewing involved. The only needle that I got out was to do the needlework on the bottom so that I could have the stitches to do my crochet into. Okay, so this is it. This is the top of the apron. And I'm going to just scroll it up a little bit so that you can see. So see that? And it just naturally folds over. So this is the top of the apron. It goes like right here. Now I made it as wide as I wanted, and for me, I probably should have made it a little bit wider on the top, just to, go a good width. But I was thinking of my mom, and so this is what I did. So this is the front, and then this is the crisscross back. So let me show you. Do you see how it's like already crisscrossed? So here's one edge. Here's one edge, and I went over. This is actually coming from this side, and it went over and over here. And then this one is over here, and it went over. So the back goes crisscross and then over the shoulders like that. So this is the way the back looks. See this? No sewing of this. This is one big thing, and it just naturally drapes around you because of the way you do the straps. Like this. You see that? So then when you put this on, all you do is you put this over your head, and then you put one arm in here and one arm in here, and see, now I made this for my mom. So I made the straps for my mom. I did not make this for me. I would make the straps longer. And then you just take it off your head and do this and this, and you're out of it. So it's easy on, easy off. I measured this to my mom, so that's how come I measured the straps. And plus we know that the straps will stretch a little bit. So for her, hers comes up to about here. Just simply because we know as you work, then the straps will kind of fall a little bit. So then I made a pocket, which is just half double crochet, and I measured my phone so that it would fit down in here, and also anything else that you might want to fit in there. And then I'm going to put this a little bit offset to either the right or the left, so that I won't put it on the front, because then what if you get a spill right in the front? but I'll put it to the side so that you can have a little pocket. So anyway, that was really fun. I sat there and made it. My mom didn't know what I was doing. And then I said, Mom, can you stand up for me? I need to try this on you. So then I measured it, and then I made the straps the correct length for her, and then I was done. Oh, and then on the pocket, I thought, well, it would be really nice, if I did the pocket, and then if I did like a leaf or something like that, something just to make it pop, and just a little applique or something like that. So that is what I made there, and I just really love it. I really love it. So let me see. That's what I've been working on, and it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So let's see. I think that was, oh, my story. I have a story to tell you. And so these shoes kind of reminded me of that story, because I only wear these shoes now in the garage. I don't go out there barefoot like I was for the longest time. I was going out there barefoot. So our garage, we're in Florida, okay? And our garage, thankfully we have a new garage door on, and it has a nice bottom to it, so no critters can get in, because it's been not quite a year, I think, since the new garage door got put on. But now with the older garage doors, they had that rubber bottom to them. Well, you can't buy just a rubber bottom to put on a garage door. The garage door manufacturers don't sell something like that. So with this garage door, it was, there were gaps in it, and it was just, it was letting the critters in. And so, and there are critters out there. There are. And so, anyway, Mom and Dad got a brand new garage door. It's good. But if you open your garage door, you can still let the critters in. So one day last week, Mom had opened the garage door for light, because it's really dark out there. And so she was doing laundry. And so she opened the garage door for light. And so it was a little bit later, and I went to go out in the garage door. Go out into the garage, and I looked out, and we have a refrigerator that we have to get rid of. And it was by the door. It was in the garage, but right out where the door was. And halfway sticking out from underneath this refrigerator was a really long, really big snake. And at first I didn't have my glasses on, and I'm like, I think that's a snake. I think we have a snake. I think we have a snake out there. And so if you remember the spider story, the spiders just freaked me out. Okay, the spider that landed on my back freaked me out. Okay, so I'm looking at this snake, and see, I can't even say it. It's just a snake. And I look out, and I'm like, oh, that's a snake. I could tell by the head. That's a snake. And so I went out a little bit, not very far, because I'm afraid of snakes. And I'm looking, and I'm like, yeah, that's a snake. So then I grabbed a broom, and I kind of like chucked the broom with the bristle end down. Like I chucked it towards the snake, because I thought, maybe that will make it go away, And I did that, and then I got back. That broom bristles, and it was just a normal kitchen broom, okay? It was with one of those, plastic bristle things, So the bristles are like this big, and that broom landed right next to the snake. It made a loud clatter. It was within this much of that snake's head. You know what he did? He went like this. He just moved his head that much. Like, like that, you know? And I'm like, oh, you were supposed to run. You were supposed to slither away. It didn't do anything. It didn't move. It didn't do anything. And so I started to hyperventilate a little bit. And I'm like, there's a snake. There's a snake. Well, the garage door's open. And anyway, you know what I said about spiders and how things come out of my mouth and how I like just don't have any control. Well, when there's a snake that close, and so Mom was calm as a cucumber, and she's like, yeah. I said, it didn't move. She's like, yeah, you know, if they're shedding or if they're getting ready to have their babies, they don't move. And I was like, babies, what are you talking about? And so I'm like, no, we can't have snake babies in this garage. We can't. I can never go out there again. Can't go out there again. And so anyway, again, my husband with the, well, what are you going to do when we get to the property? Because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, if you ever want me out there, you might want to just start telling me some stories that, you know, no snakes and spiders are allowed on our property. And he's like, okay. So anyway, yeah, there was a snake in our garage. So I called, well, I took a video, and I think our chat is delayed, guys. I think our chat is delayed. So anyway, so this snake was still out there, and Dad, who is not a friend of snakes either, he will kill them, but this is a black snake, and all I wanted it to do was go. I didn't really want it dead, because black snakes are good snakes, okay? They keep the other snakes away. So they say. And they're not poisonous. They're just like, to me, they're just a little scary. So anyway, I really didn't want the snake dead. I just wanted it to go back to its home and not make our garage his home or her home. So anyway, yeah, words were said. I was not happy. So I just went in the bedroom, and I'm like, just calming down. I don't know, a half hour later when I came out, Mom says, are you calm now? And I said, oh, I freaked out a little bit, didn't I? And she's like, well, maybe just a little. So anyway, I messaged the video to my son and my daughter-in-law. And so my son said, oh, okay, it's just harmless. It's a black snake. And I was like, I said, freaking out here. And he said, do you want me to come get it? And I said, I would love that. So anyway, here comes my son. And here comes 3-year-old granddaughter Nicole trotting behind him, like so happy. And he's singing a song, and she's singing it with him. And he's singing, we're going on a snake hunt. And she goes, we're going on a snake hunt. And he said, I got my broom. She says, I got my broom. And then he says, we're not scared. We're not scared. We're going to catch a snake. We're going to catch. And he's like making up this snake hunt song. And she's singing it with him. And he's like, oh yeah, it's here. And he said, oh, it's big, because the part that was showing was big enough, but then he was under the, halfway or 2/3 under the refrigerator. And so he's like, Nicole, do you want to see it? And she's like, yeah. So she comes over and she peeks around and she sees it. And as soon as she sees it, then she's like, because she was so close to it, she didn't know. She was going around looking around the refrigerator, and there it was right there. So then she turned around and she trotted back to her mom. And so anyway, long story short, it got away. We don't know where it went. It's either still in the garage or it slithered out. We don't know. So now when I go out in the garage, I wear these. So again, Robin, thank you. Thank you very much. These are my snake shoes. So I don't want to get bit. So anyway, that's my story. And yeah, it was so fun. So the snake is not aggressive. It's not, I'm not afraid of it. I just don't want to be surprised by it because I will scream and run and probably hurt myself in my clamor to get away from it. So that's my story. So I hope you guys have had an enjoyable day today. We have gone over an hour today. I had a lot to talk about. Yeah. And so I hope that you have a great Friday. I hope that you have a great weekend. And I'm thinking that this weekend we're going to go blueberry picking because here in Florida, the blueberries are ripe. They've been ripe for a couple weeks now. And so they have the U-Picks open. And so I hope that we can go get some blueberries. That'll be fun. And hopefully not too hot because it's nice out right now. And so I'm enjoying the weather because it's nice and cool. You go out, and if you're not in the sun, if you go out in something like this, then you get a little chill, and that feels good. I love that kind of weather. Love it. So I hope that you have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And let me see. There we go. Oh, here we go. You know what? I don't know. Oh, guys. I didn't see any of your messages. I was going with that. So I'm sorry that I didn't acknowledge anything. Here we go. For some reason, the messages were not coming up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My camping date is going to be in May, mid-May. And thankfully, when I'm on the property, I can go live. So I'm planning on going live from the property. And bye, Tara. And Tina, I know I freaked out. And Alice, eek. And thanks, Jody. Jody, you are so funny. Oh my gosh, you crack me up. And right? No way you would go back in the garage. Jody posted a video on her Facebook. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no place like home for the snakes. And Zoom tonight. That's right. Okay, listen, we have a Zoom tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If comments were lagging, I didn't see any of them until right now. Sorry, guys, I didn't acknowledge any of your comments. None of them came through until right now. And so if you want to go live on the Zoom with us, it's just, it's just us. It's just us. And it's a private Zoom. I don't give out publicly the invitation. However, it is for anyone who wants to participate. So if you would like to participate, go to the link down below to my email. My email address is crochettherapy4 gmail.com. Just send me an email with Zoom as the title, and I will send you the invitation link. Everyone is invited. It's an open Zoom invitation, but it's not a public invitation. So, because we just want our group, people who asked to be part of it, to actually be part of it. And that way we don't have any surprise, maybe unwanted visitors or whatever, so we know everybody who's in there. Last time we had a blast. It was 2 weeks ago, and we had a blast. We laughed. We went overtime because we just had so much fun. If you only have a limited amount of time, just come in, pop in, say hello, stay however long you can, and then go. We would just love to see your face and to chat with you and to laugh with you and have a good time. And so anyway, go ahead and do that. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you get notified every time a new episode comes on. And guys, I'm still in struggle mode, even though I have been crocheting like a cotton crochet fiend. Um, that is keeping me very sane. So, or somewhat sane. So anyway, I hope that everybody has a great time, great weekend. See you tonight on Zoom, and I will see you on Monday. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, everybody.